you will realize when I click this button, I can't buy it. You've probably been playing this new anime Reborn update, and you've been loving it, because it's a pretty good update, but there are 3 underlying issues that I've had to deal with, and you might have too. One of them, you might not have. The other 2, definitely run into. It's a big problem for this update. The first one is the second biggest, in my opinion. It is the fact that new players can't beat the mode. It's really, really a bad way of balancing things. So if you didn't know, the start of the update, you could just go into a mode, get a tiny task, make it click replay, and you're done. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to place units, you don't get anything for the pass, no pass XP, but you got tickets. It was about 72,000 in 10 hours, I believe, which is good, of course, that's really good actually. But it got patched in like 12 hours. So basically, they made it so you had to get to wave 15 to start getting currency, then it was 100 per wave after that, and then of course, if you got the right boosts, or buffs, or nerfs, it was 3,000 at the end. So, no, they made it insanely difficult for new players to tiny task it, especially because they just don't have good units. And the whole point of this event should be, you know, getting the good units. But if a new player can't get them, then what's the point? New players should be treated fairly. That's why the codes weren't a bad thing, they were good, because they gave tickets. Even, like, it's level 5 requirement, which isn't a bad thing, it's a good thing. But I feel like they just could have executed that badly, or better. Like, this is a really good update. I love the characters, I love Dragon Ball Super. It's Dragon Ball Superhero. But this could have been done a lot better. It's execution versus idea, basically. It's still a really good update. But the second issue I've got is just a me problem and a 25 million people problem, but probably not many of them play this game. If I click on the shop here, you will realize when I click this button, I can't buy it. I can't pay to win. And I mean, I probably didn't plan on paying to win, but it's just like a really big issue. I'm 17, you have to be 18 to gamble in Australia, like most countries, but they don't enforce it on games like Roblox. But in Australia, it is enforced on Roblox, which is a mostly kid-dominated game, and there is a big population of Australian players, which means it's a giant issue for anyone that actually wants to play. It is a massive issue, because this update is pay to win. That is the only way to put it. It is very pay to win. Insanely pay to win. I honestly don't know why they did it. I feel like this is a really bad decision on their part. Pay to win on like the first update, and you basically need it because when you couldn't see the chances, even if you couldn't, it was so low that new players couldn't get it because they weren't good enough. Even if you were good enough, it was still going to take ages. And having the cap, it goes like 1,500 a day. So in 10 days, there would be none left. And honestly, it might take like a day or 2, maybe even 3, for a player that can't beat it to be able to beat it. So you're basically down a lot of the amount of characters to get before you even get to start trying. Maybe if you were there the first 12 hours, you got a couple. The max you could get in 12 hours is about 85,000, maybe? Yeah, around 85. No, 81,000, like 500, I think, is what you could get. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But I don't think that'll get you a good unit, sadly. It's like that's like 300. Maybe you could get a good unit. Maybe I'm just gaslighting myself. Anyway, there is a third big issue, and that is about the map and the actual content. Because they add a new map, which is nice, but the app has some big issues that I don't like. There's like 2 major ones, and it's the fact it was only added in Adventure. It's a good looking map. It's a very good looking map, but it doesn't really excel how it could if it was in story mode. I haven't even finished story mode. I'm still in Kaido place, but you know, it's the thought that counts. And the air placement on the map is bad. It is not good. It is so bad. Why can my Goku only like reach 10 centimeters onto the track before I can't attack the enemy? You need a hybrid unit and you're not doing anything. Like, it's quite stupid, honestly. They really should have fixed that. Like, they have loads of like round bits as well. I can go into the map to show you whilst I keep talking, but it's just a giant issue. The map looks so good. It's so visually pleasing. A lot of their maps are really well made, and a lot of the characters, how they're like 3D, they go off the characters, not just clothing. Like, see here, they have a round bit, but why didn't they put the box here? Like, they could have put the box here. My Goku would reach the whole range of this. They decided to put one here and one here. This one sucks, by the way. You can barely like just scratch out some stuff. Like, look at this. This could have been like here. You could have reached the whole thing. Look, if it was here, You reach all this area, that is so worth it. The only good place is literally here, these three. Like this, I mean, I guess you could try scratch out like a good amount of worth. That's not bad, that's not bad. It's just, why do they like hate air units? I know there aren't that many hill units, but like, if you make hill units pointless because you can't place them well, you might as well just have no hills at this point. And just say, well, if you can't hit hybrids, you're screwed. Game over. Yeah, that's mainly my 3 issues. Bosses, bit too much health. If I can't AFK kill them, and a lot of people have been struggling, it's kind of upsetting. I mean, my traits aren't good, but I think I play it quite well. I'll see if I can make a video about the AFK strat I use. It rakes 225,000 tickets a day, I believe. A day? I think it's a day. And that's a lot. So that's a bit about all, y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking by. I like making content, but I find it hard to find stuff to make content on, so you won't see me uploading very much. Probably a bit more now, but I guess we'll just see where this goes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.